I am joined now by Karthik Jayaraman he is the founder and CEO of WayCool Foods, which is one of India's fastest growing agtech companies. Karthik, welcome.
Thank you.
This is your first time here in Asia Fruit Logistica after making your debut in Berlin at Fruit Logistica. Tell us why it was important for you to be here.
I think for us, Berlin was a good learning experience and we got to understand where the world is headed. But our playfield is Asia. We both buy from Asia and sell into Asia significantly, and the network of partners who visit Asia Fruit Logistica are very, very relevant for us. And consequently, we said that we should establish our presence in this exhibition as well.
Excellent. And you have a very eye-catching stand, which I believe sort of encompasses all the different strands to your business. So perhaps you could tell us a little bit about that.
No, absolutely. I think in the past, couple of years, we have grown quite quickly. And we are now a group of companies that has different aspects to our business. So for example, we are one of the large branded fresh produce players now, and we offer two products, L'Exotique, which is our premium fruit, and Desi Fresh, which is the fruit that is grown from growers within India. And both of these are offered across India and the Middle East, the UAE markets. So that's one line of business, and we thought we'll showcase some of our produce over here. Similarly, we formed our tech subsidiary, Sensa. One of the things that we have done is we have migrated this business from a supply-led, push-based supply chain to a pull-based supply chain. There's a lot of technology that goes into that. We said, why not offer that technology to other players in this supply chain as well? With that in mind, we formed Sensa, and in fact, we had announced that at Berlin. And now we've got our products ready for our customers to explore, and Sensa is also exhibiting over here. In addition, we made an investment into a company called SV Agri. SV Agri is India's largest independent potato company. We have joint ventures with Agrico of the Netherlands, wherein we get seed tuber. We grow the seed tuber in India and supply it to growers, and we also take the finished product. We also engineer processing lines for potato-based products using this company. So SV Agri is here as well. We supply into the Asian market quite a bit, both the produce as well as manufacturing lines. And so we thought it'll be a great platform for SV Agri to showcase what it can do. And other than that, we have our core business in terms of supply chain capabilities. We are having a number of our partners visit us this time over here, so this became a great place to meet in person.
Excellent. And I understand that the WayCool group is actually just a little bit bigger now because you've got some exciting news to announce here at the trade fair, haven't you?
That's true. In fact, I'm happy to announce our investment into All Fresh Supply Management. All Fresh Supply Management is an India-based supply chain company that focuses on apple and citrus from within the country. We've been working with them for quite some time, and we said it was time to take the partnership forward further. With this investment, we have the ability to supply apple and citrus year-round within India. 4 months of the year we supply from within India, and the rest of the time we supply from various markets across the world. So the entire calendar is now covered. And All Fresh brings deep capabilities in shelf life extension of citrus, as well as storage and management of apples. And that capability will be used for the produce that we bring from outside the country as well. One of the challenges that we heard earlier today as well was, how does the last mile supply chain work in India? All Fresh will help us solve for that and make sure that the cold chain is uninterrupted and managed the right way, and shelf life is extended of the product.
And that kind of high-tech approach and integrated supply lines is very much what you specialise in. The reason why it might seem that you've burst onto the scene, so to speak, even though you've been around for just over 5 years, is because I understand that the first 5 years has been all about putting the infrastructure in place, building a solid base, and now what you're expecting to see is exponential growth over the coming years. So tell us a little bit about what sort of trajectory we can expect.
No, absolutely. I think going forward, our focus will be in penetrating deeper and deeper into the southern and western markets in India, because these are well developed. We're talking about 400 million people, all of whom have a per capita income that's similar to what you'll find in the Southeast Asian region, and all of whom have discretionary purchase capability. They are looking for premium produce and products. It's just that there is aspiration but not availability. And because we've now built the full supply chain infrastructure, we're able to reach any town that's above 50,000 in population. And there are a lot of such towns in India. So our aspiration will be to reach the global products, including Indian products, to all these towns and make sure that these customers are served. This alone will make us about 8 to 9 times larger than what we are in the next 5 years. In addition, there's a lot of demand in the Middle East for reliable supply chain partners from India. There's a lot of trade that happens between India and the Middle East because India is a strategic supplier, but it is trade and not strategic in nature. So we are in conversations, we are already present in the Middle East, and our offer is that if there's a programmatic partnership that we can do with the Middle East, we're happy to do that. Not just from India, but from all the grower countries that we buy from.
And your focus at the moment is on the Middle East outside India. Could your focus extend even further than that in the future?
Yes, I think eventually the market from Oceania to Europe is a single market. Today we are divided by artificial borders and artificial constraints. But even as we speak, we know the number of free trade agreement conversations that are happening. It's inevitable that this become one common geography. And we would like to play a major role in this entire geography. This is particularly relevant in the context of the current food security challenges that we face. Countries cannot afford to isolate themselves and protect only their food requirements. You've got to be both a supplier and a customer to this entire integrated geography. So our eventual objective will be to play a major role across this entire geography.
Gosh. And you touched before about you want to sort of change things from being a supply-led kind of business to a demand-led business. Your background is in automotive.
That's correct.
So you have a lot of experience in this field. What experience can you bring to bear from that sector to the fruit and vegetable sector?
I think the automotive industry went through this journey about 40 years ago. Before Toyota burst into the scene, the automotive industry was about pushing the product into the market. Toyota flipped it around to a pull-based system. That's our attempt in the fresh produce space as well. If we can understand the consumer, we often get lost in servicing the customer, but the customer's customer is the consumer. If we can understand consumer demand, predict it, and plan not just harvest but even crop planting according to that, we will create a supply chain that's efficient and responsive. And every stakeholder wins along the supply chain. That's today we service about 125,000 retailers across just southern India. That's massive amounts of data. We're able to run predictive algorithms to figure out what the demand will be on that data. And therefore, we're getting better at predicting demand. As more data flows into the system, our ability to predict improves and we can make this a truly demand-led supply chain.
Gosh, so data is key there.
Absolutely.
We can expect to see a lot more of WayCool, I think, in the future, and welcome to Asia Fruit Logistica.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here and thank you for hosting us.